Hey guys, doing another quick instructional video, and then just this is kind of another cool video, some drone footage of a fish on a recent trip. So the first thing I want to do is zoom in on these two carp that are the most obvious in the picture here, to the left of where I'm fishing right now. And I want you to look at the direction that these carp are facing. Now, the one carp right now, the lower carp, is actually in a really good position for me to fish for from my location there. The other would not be, right? Because the lower one is facing me, the upper one is facing the opposite direction. So the entire time he's at me or anywhere from facing towards me to 90 degrees. That's what we're looking for when we're looking for a carp to fish for. 90 degrees works. It's not the best, but you really don't want to be casting at a fish that is moving in a direction that is more than that 90 degree or perpendicular to you. So for a little while there, he's actually in a really good position. But the other thing I want you to look at, and I'll zoom back out here now, is if you can kind of see the water. All the water is blowing from the lower left to the upper right. So the wind's coming across my left shoulder and blowing across. So the other thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing carp fishing in general, and this applies to flats fishing if you get out and do any bone fishing, is trying to use the wind to your advantage. So in this particular situation, even though that carp is presenting a good target, it's really difficult to land a fly softly, casting into the wind and dropping it, you know, within a foot or two of that carp, dragging it and dropping it in front of his face. You just have to put so much energy into it in order to get that fly to lay out that I'm not saying you don't ever do it, but when you can avoid it, you want to put yourself in a position where you don't have to. So this carp that I cast to, you can see him coming perpendicular across to the right. The wind is more or less in my favor, so I can lay that fly out real softly, let the wind do a lot of the work. I drop it just past the carp, which you'll see here in just 1 second. Cast just past the carp and then pull it down in order to get his attention, just past him, drop it in. He moves down to feed. Right there, we set the hook and we're on. So sped up the rest of this just to kind of see the end of the fight here. Not a lot to this. Carp are always a lot of fun, but we just finished playing it out here, and then I land it. But again, the things I wanted to point out here was choosing the right carp to target. We want carp that are facing us to perpendicular, so from us to 90 degrees. And then also looking for carp preferably where the wind is helping us. It's just much easier to land a fly softly in that situation versus trying to force it through the wind and still land a carp softly. So again, let you guys just enjoy the rest of the video here real quick, but appreciate the support on this. Please like and subscribe.